Ronald Danforth.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my question to the Minister of the Environment. Last week, the government revealed a climate change plan that forces taxpayers to give large emitters millions of public dollars. Instead of making polluters pay, Ontario's taxpayers must now pay the polluters. How is this fair?
Minister of the Environment, Conservation and Parks.
Mr. Speaker, our plan strikes a balance. It's a balance that the opposition may not understand. But, Mr. Speaker, our plan, in a sensible, common-sense way, takes the hard work that Ontarians have put in and adds that additional 8%, Mr. Speaker, 8%, 18 megatons of greenhouse gas reductions that will get us to the Paris targets that our national government agreed to. Mr. Speaker, for months now, the NDP have talked about a plan and targets and asked us where they are. Mr. Speaker, our plan and our targets are on the table as of Thursday. Where are theirs?
Yeah. All right.
Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, the NDP supports climate change action that is fair, effective and transparent. The Premier's plan is not fair because instead of making polluters pay, the Premier is forcing the people to pay polluters. The plan is not effective because Australia already tried this and it didn't work. Greenhouse gas emissions there are going up, not down. And this plan is not transparent because it has no details about how the Premier will decide which insiders will get these payments. Will the Minister withdraw this plan and replace it with a fair, effective and transparent plan that does not force taxpayers to give millions of dollars to big polluters?
Minister. Members will please take their seats. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, our Made in Ontario plan does take the best ideas from around the world, including the New York Green Bank, where we will get $4 of private money for every $1 of public investment, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, for the first time, there will be a comprehensive impact assessment about climate change, so we can understand the impacts on communities. And, Mr. Speaker, we will work with communities and we'll work with individuals to deal with the impacts of climate change, unlike what the opposition suggests. And, Mr. Speaker, as I said, they've been calling for a plan, they've been calling for targets. Our targets are the Paris targets. Our plan is a sensible plan that gets to those reductions. Mr. Speaker, their plan is a carbon tax. Their plan punishes families. $150 a tonne, Mr. Speaker, 30-cent increases in gasoline. That's the NDP plan.